the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Abraham. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The inside handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. A run for the quarterback. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line needs to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. They intercept it. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Howard. They're bringing heat. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw. And you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Looking to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Lee. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Fast motion from the offense. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Motion from the offense. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The option look. The pitch. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He leaves it with the back. Nice move there. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Strip it.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the move.
Come on, bro. Stop giving niggas animation.
Picking up the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. Using his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Fix that right now.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Okay.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Pull route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the
I'm in the game.
Back towards him. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break.
Ain't sorry. Ain't sorry, but they definitely ain't
coming up here.
what I want to do right now.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
On second down, looking again to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
On third down, he drops to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time.
Bro, why is he still on the outside? Oh, I switched my shit.
The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's Howard.
Should have been through.
Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how can you get the palm when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He's looking to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Abraham. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Timeout. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Iomanner. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you've got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Takes it from the gun on third down. Quarterback extends the play. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. As the end of the second quarter, that means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll go right back to him. And the ball
Why are you just looking at him?
Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under could have been worse. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous balance, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't.
Fuck that, bro. This fucking end, tackle is fucking sorry. Sorry, looking at you.
It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on third down. They made a big one there.
The Rebels line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for a block. It's Abraham. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wide out in motion. To the air, it's Howard. Trying to get to it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, you get the incompletion there down. You still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way.
Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. From the gun, the ground game. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's got room. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Defensively, you'll take the slow game. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Dropping back, it's Howard. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lockett. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That is a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Back to the air one more time. Looking down the middle. And that pass intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Throws into the middle of the field. And he makes the catch inside the 25. The Ducks will hustle to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Quick release on the RPO. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 14, Ole Miss 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun. Feeling some heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. It's caught. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the catch, it's Coleman. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Give to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Had to get rid of it quickly. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options they're going to do. They're going to run the football, be conservative. They're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to fire on second down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. Wants to throw. It's Howard. He wants to take the top off. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here. We waited so long to start the season.
Shit, I ain't playing nobody.